While the next community day may be coming in hot, we got some bonus updates that are coming in even hotter. Some of which for good reason, others, well, we'll get into that because we've got some news. Alright, so first up, the featured Pokemon for July's Community Day has been announced, and it is going to be the Fire-Pig Pokemon Tepig. Only a couple months after I assumed it would, but, you know, better late than never. So, Tepig's Community Day will be occurring on Saturday, July 3rd from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. in your local time, into which case you get the usual Community Day features. Tepig will be appearing more frequently out in the wild, and if you're lucky, you'll be able to encounter a shiny Tepig. If you evolve Tepig all the way up to its final evolution of Emboar, either during the event or up to 2 hours after the event, it will learn the exclusive charge move Blast Burn, much like its previous fire starters in their community days. Along with that, you'll be able to take a few snapshots during community day for surprise encounters with Tepig. There is also a special one-time purchase community day box available for 1280 Pokecoins that features 50 Ultra Balls, 5 Incense, 5 Star Pieces, and an Elite Charge TM. Also for the low price of $1 or the equivalent pricing in your local currency, you'll be able to access the Tepig Community Day exclusive special research story, Roasted Berries. That's always a mouthful. Community Day exclusive special research story. Along with that, we do have a couple extra bonuses as well, including 3 times Catch Stardust. Always nice to see because, once again, I'm always pretty much out of Stardust. Along with that, we also have Incense activated during the event will last for 3 hours instead of the usual 1 hour. And Lure modules activated will also be lasting for 3 hours instead of what I believe is the usual half an hour. All in all, definitely excited for that, especially for that 3 times Catch Stardust. I'm definitely excited for that. Emboar is a very nice looking shiny, what with them blue flamed collar on it. Admittedly, Emboar itself isn't all that great for PvP. Nonetheless, I will most likely inevitably set one up, at the very least for Great League. So, you know, if you want to check that out later when we test that in Go Battle League, you can get subscribed for when that video inevitably drops. But yeah, all in all, best of luck to you shiny hunters out there. Hopefully you get yourself some Shundos from this event as well. And at the very least, we can all enjoy that sweet Stardust bonus. So next up, Niantic has made some updates to the temporary bonuses, which they're apparently now referring to as expiration bonuses, that they placed in roughly 15 months ago due to, well, the whole global pandemic. All in all, we'll first be going into some brand new exploration bonuses that they will be implementing. Following that, we'll be going into the bonuses that were introduced last year that they plan to either change or outright remove. And finally, we'll be closing out with the bonuses introduced last year that they ultimately plan on keeping until the foreseeable future. It is worth noting for all these that for the new exploration bonuses, those will not be introduced until the end of July. And for the temporary bonuses that will be either changed or removed, that change or removal will not happen until after Pokemon Go Fest 2021. And finally, it is worth knowing that all of the bonus changes will first be rolling out to the United States and New Zealand, and will be, of course, slowly rolling out to the rest of the world as we get, you know, more updates in regards to the global pandemic, and ultimately will only roll out when it's safe to do so. So first up, let's go into the new exploration bonuses that will be implemented at the end of July in the US and New Zealand. First and foremost, players in the US and New Zealand will be able to receive up to 2 raid passes per day from spinning gym photo discs instead of the usual 1 free raid pass. So, you know, get yourself at least 1 extra raid in each day without having to spend a single Pokecoin. So I can't argue with that. Along with that, there will also be increased instance effectiveness while you're moving. There will also be guaranteed gifts when spinning Pokestops, so long as they have not, of course, reached their max gift inventory. And finally, there will also be a 10-time bonus XP from spinning a Pokestop for the first time. Not sure if this 10 times bonus is applied to the amount of XP that you get from spinning a Pokestop in general, into which case it'll be increasing from 100 to 1000 XP. or if that 10 times bonus is already applying to the XP you gain from spinning a Pokestop for the first time, into which case you're looking at increasing from 300 XP to a whopping 3000 XP. Ultimately, these bonuses will be changing when the Season of Discovery wraps up on September 1st. Some of the bonuses will be removed, while some may actually stick around and roll into the following season. And they do note that when the new season comes around, there will be some new bonuses to look forward to as well. So next up, let's go over the bonuses that were introduced last year that they will either be changing or outright removing right after Pokemon Go Fest. So first and foremost, in terms of incense effectiveness, while it is getting a buff to its effectiveness while you're out and about, if you happen to be stationary, the incense effectiveness will actually be reduced back to how it was pre-pandemic. So while unfortunately we will no longer be able to enjoy Community Day as much from sitting in the safety and comfort of our own homes, at the very least, we can still enjoy the increased incense spawns if we happen to be, say, walking around the neighborhood during Community Day. Along with that, as of right now, buddy Pokemon were able to give you gifts each day, most notably up to 5 gifts at once and up to 3 times a day. However, they do note that after Pokemon Go Fest, that frequency of gifts will actually be reduced. Finally, for the removal that has gotten a lot of the Pokemon Go community in an uproar, and I honestly do not blame them, is that the interaction distance for Pokestops and gyms will be reduced back to the way they were pre-pandemic. Ultimately, I've greatly enjoyed the increased interaction distance for Pokestops and gyms. This has allowed me to spin Pokestops and especially battle in gyms and battle in raids in gyms where I previously did not have any access to, either because said gym happened to be located deeper into private property and therefore I can't actually get to there, and or the gym happens to be located in a particular spot that's a bit too dangerous to actually warrant, the battling in said gym to get yourself some Pokecoin. Yeah, all in all, this is definitely a change I'd rather not see implemented. Maybe fingers crossed if there's enough community feedback, Niantic might change their mind on implementing that one, but I guess ultimately we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But to close everything out, there will be some changes to remote and in-person raids that they'll be rolling out over the coming months, with the in-person raid changes and being implemented in order to prepare for the eventual return of EX raids. So we'll definitely keep you up to date as to what those changes are through a future video and or through our social media pages, link in the description down below. So finally, to close everything out on a rather neutral note, let's talk about the bonuses introduced last year that will remain as standard parts of the game until the foreseeable future. So first and foremost, Incense. The duration for Incense will be remaining at 60 minutes instead of what it was at 30 minutes. The walking requirement for Go Battle League will remain removed. Still very thankful for that, so that means I don't need to worry about walking 3 kilometers between each of my sets whenever I'm streaming some Go Battle League on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/VoyagingTrainer, link in the description down below. Along with that, you can still challenge any trainer remotely with the QR code, and the requirement to battle with friends will remain lowered to good friends instead of ultra friends, which I'm assuming greatly benefits those who host any remote Silph Arena tournaments, especially over at Go Stadium. I'll go ahead and have Silph Arena and Go Stadium linked down below as well if you want to check those out. Along with that, the max number of gifts you can carry in your item bag will remain at 20 instead of the previous 10. Trainers will be able to open 30 gifts per day rather than the previous 20. And finally, you'll continue to receive 3 times Stardust and 3 times XP for your first Pokemon catch of the day. So all in all, looking at all of these updates, Definitely still thankful that the walking requirement has remained removed for Go Battle League. Still thankful for that. Definitely looking forward to the extra free raid pass, as well as hopefully I'll be able to find some unspinned Pokestops near me to test out that 10 times bonus when that arrives. And all in all, once again, I'd rather not see the interaction distance for Pokestops and gyms reduced back to how they were. Hopefully for that one, Niantic might change their minds for that one before they implement all these changes, but I guess we'll ultimately have to wait and see as we inch ever so close to Pokemon Go Fest. Alright, so that's pretty much all the news I have for today. Just a heads up, we do still have some big bits of news coming later on, including the remainder of the June events, the details for Go Battle League Season 8, as well as the details for Pokemon Go Fest itself. So if you want to be there for when those news videos drops, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as well as that little notification bell next to it. Beyond that, hoping you're all staying safe and staying healthy during this time, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.